We're going to make hot fudge pudding cake. So let's get started. First, we're going to start off with 3/4 of a cup of granulated sugar into a large bowl. We're going to put a cup of all-purpose flour also into our bowl. And I'm just going to kind of mix it together. 3 tablespoons of baking cocoa. And I'm just going to combine this together with my spoon. Mix it together a little bit. 2 teaspoons of baking powder. 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And I'm just going to combine the dry mix together again with my spoon. Next, you're going to need milk, and we're going to put in a 1/2 cup. Now we're going to start making the actual batter. We also are going to put 1/3 cup of melted butter that's been cooled, or you can use margarine. And I'm going to just take my spoon. You can do this by hand. Unless you want to use your hand mixer, go ahead, but I just do it by hand. And just start mixing it to get all the lumps out of it. Work the sides of your bowl. It'll seem a little lumpy at first, but that's okay. And keep mixing it till pretty well the lumps disappear, but you don't want to over mix it or over beat it. Next, you're going to need an 8x9 pan. You don't have to grease it, so it can be completely just clean. Pour your batter into your 8x9 square pan. Get all the batter out of your bowl. And then just work the batter from side to side in your pan. And I'll show you what that looks like in just a second. I want to get all that batter out of my bowl. And you're just going to set that aside for the moment. And that's what that looks like. You're going to use the same bowl, so you don't have to wash it or clean it. Just going to use the same bowl. And we're going to put together a 1/2 cup of granulated sugar into our bowl. We're going to put in brown sugar, and that's going to be a 1/2 cup also. And I'm just going to start blending that together, the granulated and the brown. And you can clean the rest of the bowl up. If you got leftover batter, just mix that in. Just clean your bowl up, clean the sides. And we're going to put 4 tablespoons of baking cocoa. And again, we're just going to mix this all together. And it's going to form like a dry mix or dry crumb mix. All right, and I'll show you what that looks like. I'm just going to clean off my spatula. Take your batter back, and as you can see, it's just like a dry crumb mix. Sprinkle that evenly all over your batter. Use it all up. It does look like a lot, but it's going to come out perfect. Just try to put it on as evenly as possible all over the batter from one side to the other of your cake pan with your clean hands. Get all that batter out, the crumb mix, I meant. And you might have to rinse your hands off. And then the last thing that you're going to do, and it's going to seem odd, but it's really going to work, is 1 1/4 cup of hot water, and you can easily just put this in your microwave, and drizzle that hot water all over that cake. And just make sure the water has gone all over the batter as best as you can. And it'll look like this. I'm going to try to show it without it dripping out of the pan. And you're going to heat your oven at 350 degrees. And you're just going to put this right into your oven. I'm just fixing one little spot that was dry. And it's going to take anywhere from 35 to 40 minutes to bake. And I went ahead and made one ahead of time to show you. And it comes out and looks like this. Now once you start checking it, I started checking mine at 25 minutes. When it comes out of the oven, let it cool for about 15 minutes. This dessert can be served warm or cold, it's up to you. And what you want to do is, in checking it by the way, take your cake tester and go to the center. You want it to be where it's firm before you take it out of the oven. But again, it can take anywhere from 35 to 40 minutes. Now on taking it out, you want to go to the center of it, and you're actually just going to take your spoon and fill a little dessert bowl. And there's actually going to be a chocolate fudge on the bottom, so drizzle that on top. I'm going to make this a little bit bigger for that serving, and you can start to see that chocolate fudge on the top. And then you can go ahead and garnish it with a little bit of whipped cream. And there you have it. Hot fudge pudding cake. Give it a try. Hope you like this recipe. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe.